But Villanova came right back. Led by Doug West and Harold Jensen, the Wildcats not only caught the Eagles at 49, but went on to romp 66-58. And tonight, here in Philadelphia, these two teams meet again. Tonight's game, featuring the Eagles of Boston College against the Wildcats of Villanova University, is brought to you by Piedmont, serving more cities in the East than any other airline. By Chrysler Motors, the official car and truck of the Big East, and your local Chrysler, Plymouth, and Dodge dealers. By Avis Rent-A-Car, the official rental car of the Big East Conference.
By the Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages, we wrote the book. By Budweiser Beechwood Age for that clean, crisp taste. This Bud's for you. And by Northwest Airlines for fine service to more of the world from more of the USA. Look to Northwest.
Good evening, sports fans. This is Bob DeVere along with former Holy Cross All-America Ron Perry. And we showed you those clips a little while ago of the last time that these two teams played in the Boston Garden, and there weren't very many people in the stands. So we've got them here tonight in the spanking brand new DuPont Arena here at Villanova. It should be a big difference with the crowd, Ron.
Well, it should be. Anytime you have the home fans around you, it adds that sixth man, if you will, to your team's performance. And it gets very loud in here, and it helps Villanova, especially if they get some kind of exciting jam, gets the fans into the game. The first game was a good one. Villanova's pressure defense in the second half got to BC, and they're able to pull that one out.
The Big East Conference presents tonight's game between the Boston College Eagles and the Villanova University Wildcats. Starting at guard for Boston College, a 5'10" sophomore from Mattapan, Mass., number 3, Dana Barris. For Villanova, a 5'9" sophomore from Jersey City, New Jersey, number 3, Kenny Wilson. For BC, a 6-foot junior from Providence, Rhode Island, number 11, Jamie Benton. For Villanova, a 6'4" senior from Trumbull, Connecticut, number 32, Harold Jensen. At center for BC, a 6'8" senior from Roselle, New Jersey, number 31, Troy Bowers. For Villanova, a 6'10" senior from Salinas, California, number 43, Wyatt Maker. At forward for BC, a 6'5" senior from Andover, Mass., number 10, Ted Kelly. For Villanova, a 6'7" junior from Wakefield, Mass., number 31, Mark Lenski. For BC, a 6'7" junior from Nashua, New Hampshire, number 33, Skip Barry. And for Villanova, a 6'7" sophomore from Altoona, PA, number 42, Doug West. The head coach of the Boston College Eagles is Jim O'Brien. And the head coach of Villanova University, Raleigh Massimino.
Right, we're ready to go. Villanova against Boston College, and we're ready for the tap-off. There the matchup. The two guards we profiled a moment ago, Barris and Wilson. And Ted Kelly has it for Boston College. Over to Dana Barros. Barros had a hot first half in the Boston Garden against Villanova. Last two games, he has not been that effective. Both these teams, Ronnie, are on a bit of a downturn right now.
They've played in a lot of close games that they haven't been able to win. BC has lost 6 of their last 7 games, in Villanova 5 of 6, but both teams have been in the games.
All right, let's see what the Wildcats can do. Not much. Here comes Boston College coming the other way. Barrows, very fast. He doesn't get it. Bowers didn't want to get called for goaltending, so Villanova's got the ball. Neither team has scored. They have now. Villanova gets the first basket of the evening as Doug West scores, and it's 2-0. Villanova taking their time, and it was a shot way over the basket that time by West. 2-0. The Wildcats lead it. We played 1 minute and 40 seconds so far in the first half. Who's going to score the first point for Boston College? Then it comes to Troy Bowers. Bowers gets it out of there. Back it comes to Troy Bowers. This time he's going up. Off the back of the rim, and Villanova's got it. Wilson, the little floor general in forecourt. Jensen, the three, he got it.
He's been reluctant to take a lot of three-point shots this year, but Harold Jensen clearly has that kind of range.
Barrows, the three. BC still looking for their first point. And we'll have a jump ball. It'll be Villanova ball. Lansky, over to Jensen. Over the basket it goes, and there's a foul under the east side. The Riverfront BC. Operating telecast is produced by authority of the Big East Conference and is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Big East Conference is prohibited.
Weirdest that Pat Enright has ever been in the game in the backcourt for Ole Massimino, and Rodney Taylor also inserted in the middle.
West missed that one. Ball out of bounds. The Eagles ball.
Dana needs a couple of fast break opportunities to get himself into the flow of the game. He doesn't look like he's as ready as he normally is at the beginning of a game with that usual spark.
Kelly got his hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. It's still going over ball. Well, even though BC had 0 for a long time there, Villanova hasn't exactly been red hot here.
Now, it's been a cold stop by both teams. Anyone really with a chance to establish themselves, and at the mirror image almost a good data.
For the game in Boston, Villanova just rebounded, just as you saw a moment ago. Let's see if it counts. No basket, and there was a foul. Light is on behind the hoop for substitutions coming into the game for Villanova.
Here's Kenny Wilson back quickly. Just wanted to sit him down, let him get his head together, and come back out. He's a dynamo on the court and really runs the show for Villanova.
5-4 is the score. Villanova on top. Very low-scoring ball game so far. 2 number 3s battle for that one, and it will still be Villanova's ball.
Neither team has come out particularly sharp in this game, but they're starting to settle down a little bit now. Sometimes your emotions are so high early, you tend to turn the ball over and not shoot it as well from the perimeter as you normally would.
All right, Wilson to Plansky. In the corner, they work it. That's Massey, 22, gets it out to Wilson.
This is a small BC lineup. You've got Jamie Benton playing the forward position at 6 feet and Steve Benton at 6'5", playing the other forward spot. A good opportunity for Villanova to put it up and hit the offensive glass.
Wilson, off balance. He doesn't get it, but there it is. Another offensive rebound for the Wildcats. They've been cold, but they've been getting the ball back. Jensen with it. Hey, nice hit from the outside. That is a 2-pointer.
Mark Plansky from Wakefield, Mass. Massachusetts product had a nice touch on that one. He's known for his inside play as Villanova drops back to a 1-3-1 trap. Gary Massey up top, very versatile at 6'4".
All right, Jamie Benton with the ball for the Eagles. It's 7-4 in favor of Villanova. Barrows, Kelly, back to Barrows, over to Benton. Dana Barrows, boy, they've kept him under control so far in the ball game.
Really shading him. Kenny Wilson is shading him now. They switched into a 3-2.
That was an easy one.
Oh, wide open.
He went right around Massey and stuffed it.
Shades of the jam that he had late in the Seton Hall game. That's when he went baseline and sent it through.
Massey just lost it and then gave up.
Rodney Taylor really extended from the middle position to come up around the foul line. Barrows through a crowd. Boy, it was Bowers wide open down low.
All right, Massey now trying to come back. Passes it off, and a nice shot from the outside by Jensen. Boy, he's got his touch, and when he's on, it's tough to beat Villanova.
He's a leader on this team.
Smith going in, but he was fouled by Steve Benton heading down. Low scoring so far. Villanova with a 4-point lead. Massey cans the first one. Gary Massey from the Bronx, New York, sophomore, 6'5". And he made both of them.
He's been consistent this year for Jimmy O'Brien.
Jensen with Kelly in his shirt. Wilson, 2 points, it's in. Right now, it's Villanova, 18, BC 17. We'll be back after this from your local station. You'll love to see.
Oh, didn't protect the ball at all.
No.
Just handed it to Wilson.
He looked down at his hands as if to say, where'd it go? And here it goes the other way.
Good defense by Tom Yerpe, inserted into the game by Jim O'Brien at forward. He's 6'7", just a sophomore.
All right, 18 to 17 is the score. Villanova leading. They haven't scored in a long time, though. BC looking to take the lead, which, if memory serves me right, in fact, I'm sure would be their first one of the evening. Heath. Big man from Texas couldn't connect. Maybe Kelly can, and he's
Captains on this team. He does the little things to make things happen on the court. And by the way, he's Fran Costello's cousin. Fine player from the Boston area, went to Catholic Memorial High School and had a good career at Providence College.
All right, if you just tuned in, you didn't miss a thing. It's all tied up, 18-18. Starting fresh, Wilson. He's got it. Kenny Wilson. Down by 3 right now. Anybody's ball. The arrow will go BC's way, and that's the way it's going.
Oh, that's just a careless pass by Villanova. Instead of pump faking it and throwing the bounce pass, the overhead pass, and there's just too much quickness, too many long arms to try to get to it now. He's that triangle setup that a lot of teams go with, the man at the foul line, and you just rotate, try to penetrate.
Kelly with it. Barrows are a long way from the hoop. Barrows throws it up. And that's the end of the first half. So BC certainly did not work it for a good shot there.
Tough percentage shot by Barrows.
Oh, he was way off balance. It wasn't that he was just far out. He could make him from far out, but he was off balance too. Might have had one more pass. I don't know. All right, so BC has the lead, and they're in a game that Villanova didn't want to be in this type of game. It's 26-23. We'll be back with all the halftime action.
With Benton and Barrows against the man-to-man defense. Better penetration, 1-on-1 for both of those players.
Well, Bowers has 2 baskets, and one was a replay of the other, and there's another hit from the corner. He came out tough in the second half. West did. Here's Wilson. A nice block that time by Kelly. Out it comes to Barrows. 1-on-1. He goes right by Plansky. Oh, it goes in!
What a shot!
A vicious foul by Plansky, and the ball went in. I don't know whether Plansky knows it or not being down there.
Oh, he went clearly went over
to... going to want to make this to be called an absolute foul, and let's see what the call is here.
It was intentional. He clearly went over to Barrows to just try to put his arms around him, not hurt him, but Barrows accelerates so quickly he can't quite get to him. Somehow flicks it up, and it goes in.
We got 5 points in one possession, believe it or not. That came from a basket, a foul. The guy missed the foul shot, and then they got a 3-pointer.
The most you can get, though, in one individual move, what Barrows just pulled off, and it was really due to his acceleration.
Wilson. Oh, there's a loose ball. West collided with Barrows that time, or Barrows would have had the ball, but no foul was called. Plansky comes back like a bull in the china shop and misses, and now here's Wilson. And he misses, and that's an offensive foul. Charging on Wilson. The basket by Doug West, who had 3 points at halftime and now has 11.
Doug West can really feel it. He's taking charge right now for Villanova. What a super rebound this time by Doug West. Tough shot by Kenny Wilson. He's going up against 3 Eagles, but he says, I'm going to take it anyways. The Villanova players don't give up on it, but West just says, that's my ball. I want it, and he finishes off.
All right, West now for a 3-point play. 4 minutes exactly has elapsed here in the second half. 3-point play by Doug West gives him a total of 12.
These rims are kind to the shooters. These rims are kind to the shooters if you can get the soft roll up there.
This gave BC trouble in the Boston Garden. Let's see if they can get it up. No trouble this time. A little bit anyhow.
1-2-1-1, full court pressure. BC does a good job to pass it up court.
34 seconds on the shot clock. You have 45 seconds to shoot in college ball. BC frequently uses a lot of it. They haven't been doing that tonight. There's a whistling going over. they elect that the pass would be too risky. Now the Cats can take the lead. Jensen. He was fouled. Foul on the play by Bob Francis. Since the first half, they were down 36-29. They can take the lead right now. 43-42. Jensen with 13 points. Barros is high man so far with 15. He's an 80% free throw shooter. And Jensen's got another one.
Here's the full court pressure. 1-2-2 pressure, and they'll trap inbounds. BC has to push the ball up court, but this will also create good offensive opportunities for BC, because if you beat that pressure, you can get the 3-on-2.
All right, Villanova has taken a 2-point lead on the Eagles.
Now, this is the beauty of having a home court advantage. The crowd can really help you out.
That's a walk. That's a walk.
Jimmy O'Brien needs a timeout right now for BC.
All right, there is a timeout on the court. Villanova crowd now starting to warm to the action. Villanova has the lead, 44-42, with 8 minutes to go. We'll be back after this word from your local station.
Nathan, you can never rule out Harold Jensen. BC staying with the 2-3 zone, inviting the outside shot.
Wilson to Jensen, and now they set it up again. Nobody wants to make a mistake at this point. 5.5 minutes to go. West, the two-pointer. And there's too many cooks spoiling the broth for BC. They had two guys on the ball. Clancy comes up with it and scores. Clancy really mothered that one when he got it. 4:40 left, and now the lid has gone on the basket for Boston College, as it did for Villanova earlier.
This is what's happened to BC in games this year. They've run into that stone wall in the second half, unable to score. Fortunately for them, so has Villanova. Both teams have gone ice cold at this point.
4:20 left, and it's still a Villanova lead by 4. Jensen. It's a 6-point lead. That's their biggest lead in a long time.
That's when it's great to have a veteran like Jensen. When you have gone cold, get him the ball, and oftentimes he'll get you the big one.
To take a 48-42 advantage, Jim O'Brien, the Boston College coach, wants a timeout, so he took the timeout.
He needs this one to stop the momentum.
That's right. They may even think about a three-pointer here. 48-42 with 4:08 left. We'll be right back.
So he's also been a key factor in this team for BC this year with Barros in the backcourt.
All right, it's a one-basket difference with 2.5 minutes left.
Rowley wants a timeout to talk it over, and he's getting it.
He's got his 4 left, so there's a timeout. Rowley,
right now.
You can hear a pin drop right now. Jensen for 3. And BC has the ball, down by 1. And how do you do?
Both teams have played in a lot of close games this year, so this kind of finish is no stranger to either club.
BC can sense it, but now the Villanova student body up. There's Barros for 2, and he puts BC ahead. What a show he's putting on. Dana Barros, 5-10, and what a job he's doing. He's 1 minute to go. Rowley wants a timeout.
He's just a sophomore, but he's not afraid to take charge. Rowley Massimino still with 2 timeouts remaining. He wants to settle his team down, work around for the high percentage shot. You can be sure of one thing. Dana Barros will be shaded better the next time that Villanova goes on. Or Doug West. Both have been very hot in the second half.
All right, 38 on the shot clock and counting.
BC 10 ways to foul, as you mentioned, Bob. Only 2 team personals. Someone looks like they have an easy shot for Villanova.
They got him tied up, but he gets rid of it. Good play by Jensen.
BC should just foul if they think
West
they give it to
2.
him.
Oh, West has been great in the second half. He had 3 at halftime, and he's got 18 now.
He's the guy I thought they'd go to if Jensen was covered, and he's been a real man in this second half.
All right, the shot clock is off. There's 32 seconds. 31-30 it is. And BC wants it.
One Barros, and they're going to try to screen for Barros to get him the ball.
See, this is the trouble with calling a timeout. He's got to use his last timeout. Now they don't have a timeout left. BC does not have a timeout left, so they could not get the ball inbound.
But I think they will try to.
BC ball. It wasn't knocked out by Villanova when they were hitting the ball. The man had his foot on the line, right in front of us. He had his foot on the line.
Kelly can't.
BC has to try it again.
Kelly can't.
Oh, he's got a basket. Barros underneath. And BC leads by 1. 23 seconds left. Villanova's got to use a timeout, and they do.
They were so intent on denying Dana Barros the ball that he just snuck behind them defensively and got the.
Here we go. 21 seconds left. BC by 1.
Is the man. He can penetrate.
A foul on Barrows, but it's just player control. Everybody's all excited. That's no problem at all for BC.
BC can really do that.
That's right.
3 more times. They've only got 3 team fouls, and if there's an easy basket that Villanova's going to get, BC should reach in and not allow the easy one.
That's only the second foul on Dana Barrows. 15 seconds. He can do it again, and he does it again.
That's good strategy. Everyone's reacting, but Jim O'Brien talked about that in the timeout. Now, the one thing...
Rowley's got to call another timeout. He's sweating it now.
The one thing that BC can't do is foul a shooter in the act of shooting, or Villanova can go to the foul line on that.
All right, so Boston College has committed 4 fouls, Villanova 5, and Rowley took that last timeout as we suggested. That's right.
That's why the referee has the ball over here.
All right, 12 seconds, and once again the clock will start when somebody inbounds touches it. It was touched by Kelly and knocked out of bounds, but the clock did not move.
Bob, you notice Kelly is really shading the basket side of Doug West right now, trying to force Doug West to throw the ball away from the basket.
Bring it out and they'll foul him again, right. The clock starts. And he's fouled again, but that only took 1 second. That only took 1 second. So I see what Raleigh told him. Get the ball, but go right for the hoop. Never mind,
he wants the shot clock. He wants him to shoot it. I look over at him.
He wants Wilson to shoot?
Yeah, he's reacting. Shoot the ball, because if you feel contact, get it up there and draw the 2-shot foul.
11 seconds left. BC by 1. Behind the back by Wilson, and a foul by Jamie Benton. And that's the last one now for BC.
Great strategy.
Well,
chess match out there. Can't do it again, though. Or it'll be a 1-on-1.
9 seconds left. Wow.
They've taken 12 seconds off the clock doing this.
BC by 1. They get it into Jensen. He has trouble with it. West. He doesn't shoot it. 5 seconds. Wilson. Wilson again. No good, but he was fouled. He was fouled. He'll get 2 shots. Dana Barrows committed the foul. Wilson was fouled.
That shot was very reminiscent of a shot that Dana Barrows had in the first half, where he caught the ball in midair and tried to shoot it right away. Wilson, in desperation, in the act of shooting in midair on his own follow-up, and Barrows committed the personal with the body.
It was a very alert move by Wilson to go right back up with it. 2 shots. That ties it up. BC has no timeouts left.
Big free throw, obviously, by Kenny Wilson, and then it will just be a desperation heave if he makes it by BC with no timeouts remaining.
Villanova lead. Kelly to Benton. There's the shot. It's no good, and Villanova wins. 54 to 53.
Quite a game. It went right down to the wire. It was played tough all the way. Jimmy O'Brien, real competitor.
A terrific basketball game here at the DuPont Pavilion on the campus of Villanova. And when it's all said and done, the Wildcats prevail by 1. We'll be back after this from your local station. 2 seconds left in the ball game. And we're going to pick our player of the game, even though Wilson made those 2 foul shots. Normally I like to say the player of the game is the man who wins it at the end, but Doug West was outstanding, because if he didn't shoot those 18 points, 15 of those in the second half, they wouldn't have won, and he wouldn't be the Plymouth player of the game.